Everybody, and welcome back. We're over here on Mercury Farms tonight. Thought it's been a while since we were over here. Hey, James, Anthony, Dakota, Mr. Wallen, Dr. Chaotica, and Tanya. How's everybody doing tonight? We'll just continue on our soybean harvesting. Oh, going backwards. Hey, CD Sang 2, what is up? So hopefully this map gets released soon. I know it's in for Giants testing. Yet again. That's the last update I heard, which was about a week ago, I think. Ooh, potato harvests. That is like a... oh, I don't know. It's like a challenge on patience. Well, I know there's lots of interest in the map, and it's one reason why I kind of took a little break from streaming it. I didn't want to be rubbing it in everybody's face that I obviously had access to it and no one else did. But at the same time, I wanted to, continue the hype, if you will. Make sure there's still interest out there. Grandpa, it's Wednesday. It's not Monday. Hey, Morpheus. And Dana, what's up? I did learn that. I didn't know that actually until a couple years ago when I posted over on maru.net's website, and basically it basically said Farmer Small or Mr. Small or something, Mr. Tiny. I thought it was pretty funny. So right in front of us is the start farm. We didn't put any buildings down on the starter farm. The lack of buildings there is pretty indicative that that is the starting farm. Western Australia, that is a interesting map. It's been updated, or it will be getting updated. No, it's not been updated yet. It will be getting updated soon with some changes and fixes. I think he's going to be adding maybe a sleep trigger or two. Well, probably not true, but probably adding a sleep trigger. Possibly making a few other tweaks for either things that people have found that don't work right or just some general feedback types of things. So we do have a fence so close on all the sides of this field. I'm going to do a couple passes before we start making our up and downs. It's a little square field anyway. Well, you could always place them. There is a spot on the map that you could put some small things. Or there are, well, plenty of fields that you could make use of to put some animals down. I am still running 1.2 because I like to do multiplayer. and I don't want to be locked out of multiplayer. So if I update to 1.3, then I'm basically going to have to play an upgrade, downgrade game every time I want to go into a multiplayer server. And that is just not something I want to do. Hey, Farm Malls, what's up? Well, thanks for that feedback, Morpheus. What's everybody else think? Any of the stream regulars may pick up that my mic sounds a little different today. That is because I had a mic failure earlier today. Or at least it was a beginning of a mic failure. I went ahead and replaced the headset. Alright, now let's line up. Auto width 7.6. That's not right, is it? Is that really right? What are we on? On this one? 7.6 indeed. Well, thanks for the sub, Zero Foxtrot. Hey. And let's go a little bit of distance. Let's lock in. And there we go. I am using a, well, I call an El Cheapo Logitech headset. It's, oh, what is it? I don't remember the model number anymore. It's like H540 or something like that. It's a wired headset. I say it was cheap. It was like 40 bucks. It's definitely cheap compared to some of those headsets that are like, you know, $150, $175 or more. Hey, Jacer. What's up? Hey, Tim. Oh, this is not a first look. This is, we've been on the map for a few live streams. I noticed right before I came into the map here, we had about 8 hours on this game save. I did do a first look type of live stream maybe a couple weeks ago. It should be in the first impressions playlist. We're just kind of playing the map, harvesting fields, because it kind of, one, lets us explore and see a lot of the map, try out different fields. Got some withered corn over here. I know there's been some other folks that have had early access to the map that have also done some videos. Chris, I got it from Alien Jim. Think of it as an early Christmas present. He wanted to get the map out, so he gave it to a couple folks early to give feedback on it and to basically put it out there on the internet so people could get some interest in it. Let's zoom out a little bit. If you're familiar with what this map looked like in 17, it is identical. It is identical, except there are no nuggets. Well, there is a big nugget. There is one giant nugget on the map. Good luck if you can get it. He does have placeable, custom placeable farmhouses, custom placeable animal pens, and custom placeable silos and buildings built into the map that you can place down if you're playing either of the modes, Farm Manager or Start from Scratch. If you are playing the New Farmer mode, then all of those things are already put down on the map. So I just realized that I'm using an old version of GPS here. I don't have the sounds. Let's go in here and turn the volume up a little bit. It's because we're zoomed out. That's why it's so low. If you haven't updated your guidance steering mod and you are on PC, go ahead and grab a new copy off of Whoopster's GitHub. It now has sounds when you lock in courses and various things. I don't think... Well, there were no new mods in the Giants mod hub today. There were a couple yesterday, I think. First off, are you on PC or console? That would probably be a good factor as to if there were new mods or not. I don't know. When you lock in a course, does it beep? Farm Manager mode, buildings are not placed. You will get to place them yourself. In fact, if you look here, if we go to placeables, and we start down here at farmhouses. So this is a mod I put in. This house right here is not with the map. So, but this house is a part of the map. And this house was basically the starting farmhouse from the 17 version. Go to sheds. We have obviously the 3 in-game sheds, but then we have these buildings here, which are part of the map. They are built in the map and are custom placeable. These look just like the sheds that were in the 17 version. Decoration. We've got some non-farmhouses. So these houses do not have the farmhouse trigger, but are farmhouses you could put down in different parts of the map. Silos, we've got all the in-game silos and whatnot, and then these are built in as options to put down in the map. Okay. Animal pins, of course, we have our standard pins. Sorry. And then we've got the custom animal pins. We did put down all of the custom animal pins, so we can, we'll see those here in a little bit. And miscellaneous. He's got a couple seed and fertilizer fill stations that you could place down. These are not part of the map. These are other mods that I've put in. But these two are part of the map. So I'm hoping that we'll see more maps before Giants does their update. The big concern is that Giants is going to do their update, and then they're going to change the version number that needs to be in the mod desk of all the mods, and then they're going to do a mass rejection because all of the mods submitted to the mod hub for the update that were pending testing no longer have the correct version number. That's like a head slap on the forehead moment. Of course, they don't have the right version number because the version number that is correct now didn't exist when they submitted it. But that is a very serious concern that lots of modders have that still have things pending testing. Well, what I'm saying is, there's 200 plus mods pending testing. So let's say the current version number is 45, okay? And when 1.3 comes out, they may decide that the current version needs to be 47. Well, all 200 and some mods that are pending testing have version 45. But they need version 47 now, so they're going to get rejected. They're going to go back to the mod author and it basically says you have the wrong version number, change it and resubmit. And the mod author is going to be like, WTF. You are the ones that changed it. Change it for me. Alright. Let's go ahead and take this over to our silo. And I'll show you a couple of the animal areas. Those that haven't seen them. Mods you have now, well, I don't know, they might work. It probably will work. Well, they've already updated the version once. So it'll probably backwards work. Oh no! We're gonna lose our trailer. Well, we've had mods get rejected for pretty shallow things, or pretty there we go. Pretty petty items, let's say. And some of the stuff has been rejected, seems to be rejected in a bit of an inconsistent fashion. So Giants has a statement that mods submitted to the mod hub need to be version 1.0. So there's been some mods that have been submitted that were not version 1.0 and were rejected because they didn't have version 1.0. Rightfully so, if it is listed as a requirement, okay? But at the same time, there's some mods that are getting released in the mod hub that are not version 1.0. They are something else. So why are some mods being rejected for not being version 1 and other mods being allowed that are not version 1 in their first official release? I saw the video, I didn't watch it. Hey Roderick, what's up? We need to go down here to 17. Go down here. That's the best route, 17. it would be nice to see straw harvest for 19 for sure. I know some folks have been asking them about it, and it's been a lot of silence. Wow, this is some tight entrance. Just might have to make our own entrance on this field. Because I think my header trailer is like somewhere on the other side of the map at this point. Hey Norway, what's up? Oh. Yeah, now seasons in 17 had about 6 months of time where certain folks had early access to test it and kind of be media partners, if you will, to kind of show it off. Will we see something like that in 19 for seasons, or will they basically say? Will he basically figure that they don't need to show it off anymore? Well, Raznik, I was actually a little late getting started on this stream because I was recording a couple segments for a map video for that very map. I can tell you that is an interesting map that actually is going to require some preparation by the player. Let me... Here, hold on a second. Let me... I'll put a link in for you. So can we fit it? Oh, what am I hitting? Fence here. Oh. Where is the pole? There it is. Hot darn. We fit. So, what I was saying about that map is the download, the version, what you download is you download a zip pack. In that zip pack is the map, a folder that has a XML file that you need to put into the map if you're going to play the map in single player mode. The map has been somewhat prepared for multiplayer mode when you download it. And if you want to properly take advantage of what the map has to offer, you really need to replace the map items file that is in the map with a different items file that is supplied if you're going to play it in single player. If you're going to do multiplayer on it, he includes a save game that you will use to upload to the server. And the save game already has 5 farms prepared. And basically, those 5 farms have... Each farm has its own silo that's already owned by the proper farm. And each farm has unique starting money. Not really sure how he established how much money each farm should have, and why some farms start with less money. But what he did do also is there is a third zip file in that download pack, and it is a placeable farm sign for each farm, but it does the reverse of what you think it might do. So you might think of this placeable farm sign as like a solar panel that gives each farm a specific amount of money. Well, it's the inverse. It is actually an expense board. So for example, farm 1, if you put this billboard down, it actually costs you $700 an hour as a result of having the billboard down. And there's different costs for different farms. So there's 5 signs, 5 farms. Each sign has a different negative cost. And the purpose of this is to basically act like expenses, running costs, taxes, electricity, etc. So I guess the bigger the farm, the more your daily running costs are. So it's a rather interesting thing to offer. That's because he uploaded it to Uploaded, and Uploaded has throttled downloads. Unless you pay a premium, nobody should ever pay a dime to Uploaded. So the gist is just start the download and go to bed. Start the download and go to work. When you come back, you'll be done. It's slow on purpose. Now, if you pay them like $5 or something, you'll be able to download it at ridiculously quick speed. And you'll basically have fast access for like a week or something. It's just dumb. Never give Uploaded a dime. I think after we get done this field, we might fast forward to tomorrow. So yeah, I'm planning on getting that video produced and ready for next week's slot by next Tuesday. Tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, we're going to have the map video for the map that we have been multiplayer on for the last few days. Excited for that. So we own some corn. We need to harvest some corn, don't we? I think our pigs need corn. Let's check. Yeah, our pigs need corn. Okay. Corn will be what we do tomorrow. Alright, Morpheus, thanks for dropping by. see here. And it is tomorrow. Just that quick. Oh, what am I doing? This isn't where you drive on the correct side of the road. This is where you get rammed by crazy people. The header trailer over here somewhere. It might be the header trailer right there. And there's the corn head right there. No, I never drive on the left. You'll get yourself killed if you do that. Alright, let's see if I can give these pigs these beans. Here's one of the custom animal zones, the pig zone. We've got the custom sheep area. Got the custom cow zone. Cow zone. Doesn't work on dry. What? I don't think I've got the clean animals mod in on this game save. I probably didn't add it because I wanted to make sure that the animals got dirty. What's up? Dirty. There's corn. 8, 8. Ready to harvest. 8, 18, 8 and 18. Let's go down here and do 18. Oh my gosh. Good you dropped by, because apparently to chat. Alright, try now. No. I don't think so. I know it got rejected the first time around for some silly textures that I guess consoles will have problems with. So he actually had to change around the whole shop area. The shop in the released map isn't going to look like the shop that I've got.
Renders a little different.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think they. I mean, the issue with map makers and consoles is they can't test their map on their intended audience. And they have to build the map in Giants Editor on a PC. The only way they can test their map is to put it on a PC and test it. There's no way for them to actually try it on a console to see how it plays. So they're basically sending it to Giants blind with no idea of how it's going to actually play out on a console. They know how it works on PC, but that's it. Alright, let's get to Cornhead. We're getting hit by traffic. Oh, I'm not too worried about it. CD sang. Alright. Let's get some corn. So what is it, like season 95 of Survivor?
38.
Crazy. How many years has it been running?
Oh man, I don't know.
Definitely not 38. Somehow they've done like 3 or 4 seasons.
2 years.
Logs all over the place. When you need to make a field entrance, just cut a hole in the fence.
2000.
19 years.
19 years.
You know, there's high school kids that have never experienced a world without Survivor. There's plenty of good shows that have not gone 19 years. And now Survivor makes it better. What's up with that? Oh, he's not loud enough.
Makes
All right.
money. Gets ratings for some reason.
All right, try that. He should be louder now. It's the same formula year after year, isn't it?
They change it here and there.
Hey, Preston. Well, I mean, you have your alliances, and then you have your backstabbing. Pretty much everyone has to know that whoever they make friends with the first day, they're going to be, enemies with come halfway through the show. I'm not as crazy as you.
Dang it, my save game didn't mess up again. That sucks.
Stuff missing again?
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to fix this.
You put anything down recently?
I put down Nostalgic's hayloft and his chicken thing, and then a little horse paddock. It's like 2 horse paddock. I swear it's a Steam thing. I really do. I think something's going on, because I was playing on a different computer before I got on this one,
Oh.
and I swear that like something's happening. Like my save game's getting screwed up somehow. Like when Steam goes up, like when it updates it.
You have access to that other PC to copy the save game folder over on a flash drive?
I'm looking at it's on my laptop, and I'm looking through the XML, and they look exactly the same. It's almost like it's rewriting the save game with gaps in my items XML. And what happens is it creates one gap, and then everything past that stops loading. I just have to find that gap. CCS found it last time. It was a lot smarter than I am with this stuff.
Well, there's a plugin for Notepad++ called diff that basically lets you compare 2 files and it shows you the differences. That might be useful. It basically does a line-by-line comparison, and basically then will show you the differences, what's in one file versus the other, and what's in the other file that's not in the first file.
Hold on, my backups.
Alright, you should be louder now. Like I say, I've got a new headset, so some of the audio things are different. He's loud in my ear. Could also turn down game volume. That would help. So I do like the sunsets, but I do think it's a bit, maybe a little much. Morning always seems like the sun is washing everything out. By the time we get to something like 9 a.m., it's a bit more tolerable. Oh, we just had a light jump. Oh, let's go. There we go. A little lazy tonight. I didn't put the head tracking on. So we got kind of a fixed view here in cab. I mean, one thing, you can back up your save game folder, put the save game folder that's on your laptop on a flash drive and stick on the PC, and see what that does. That is one dirty windshield.
Yeah, I hate when you don't get errors because you can't find what the problem is.
Yeah, I think it would look good in VR. Hey, VR is not for me though, because I want to be able to see my controls. That's the big, in my opinion, the big downside of VR is you are completely blind to the world, the real world, with respect to, your buttons. So unless you know exactly where all your buttons are by feel, you can't just look down and look at your button box or your steering wheel buttons or your keyboard, because you've got a full face, full eye mask on. You basically have to take off the VR headset to see where your fingers might be. Then you got to put it back on. Go. Well, you probably play with a controller all the time, so you know where all the buttons are by feel. So yeah, you wouldn't have an issue if you can't play by feel. That's where you run into problems. Let's guess let's get these logs out of the way a little bit. Let us put corn in here, even though we got a little bit of. Yep, there we go. So 18. So we want to go to 8. So we need to go up and to the left. Hey, BM Tractor, what's up? It's okay. I understand. You can only get so much of me. Thanks for the sub, Jeff. Everybody needs a break from the farmer small. Oops. It won't work that way. It won't work that way. There we go. Dude.
Alright, so it looks like it happened on my laptop. And then when it updated from my laptop, because the item XML is the same from the laptop file and the PC one. Which makes sense, because that's what happened last time. So the corruption happened on my laptop, and then when I saved the game and I closed Steam on the laptop, and it uploaded it, to the Steam cloud, and then when it updated my saved game on my PC, that.
Oops, sorry about that. So when you get done playing, do you typically close the lid on the laptop? Does the laptop go into hibernate mode when the lid's shut?
I left it open, but I know when you automatically exit the game, Steam updates, I guess, the profile on their Steam. And then I think when you open Steam on another computer, it updates the profile. So either my laptop's corrupting the save game somehow, or I don't know. I fixed it last time. CCS helped me fix it. Looking at the XML, it drops gaps, and what happens is it starts loading the items, and then when there's a gap there, it just stops, and then all the rest of them don't get loaded in. I don't know how to find the gaps. He took him all of 30 seconds. He's like, oh yeah, there's one there.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was. I thought I was remembering that that it was missing an items close tag or something. Well, there kind of is, Dr. Chaotica. Well, it's not really a mod, but if you if you basically use a service like Google Drive or Microsoft's OneDrive, maybe Dropbox even would do it. Basically, you set up your farm sim folder to sync to your cloud storage, and if you play on multiple PCs, you then have the Drive app on the PC. You basically tell it to replicate. Then when something changes on one PC, it will sync it up to the cloud and then replicate it down to the other PC. But the issue comes with a laptop in that laptops are off more than they're on. So sometimes syncs take longer than you're expecting them to take, and the sync might not fully happen, and then you get things out of sync. Well, I don't know if console players can actually play on multiple consoles, or if they would basically have to have another copy of the game. I don't know, never owned a console, at least not a new one. Not one recent. But of course, consoles are, even when you turn a console off, it's technically still on. And I think consoles do sync to like some cloud thing.
Should be easy to fix. Everything loaded that time except for the last 3 things I placed.
What's your time zone, Angry Gamer?
But the terrain deformation's there, so you can tell I placed them, but now they're getting somewhere.
It's almost like not worth messing with it on multiple devices.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Hey there, Dr. Chaotica. How you doing, Lars? Thanks for coming by. Hey, Caleb. Alien Jim got it to me a couple weeks ago. It is in Giants testing. He gave me early access so I could take a look at it and to show it off to the world. So it is in pending Giants testing. Hopefully the stream is a good luck stream and it gets released tomorrow. Wouldn't that be great? That would be great news for everybody if it shows up tomorrow.
So to edit my dollar amount, it's under farms, right? Like how much I have in the bank?
Yeah, you go to the farms XML, and then in single player there's only one entry. And you make that change. You don't have to worry about the career save game. That's really just the information on the save selection screen, and it'll sync up next time you're saving game. Oops, 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 oops.
I can't figure. I'm just gonna cheat in money and replace these things real quick.
There we go. So I work in the morning. So I'm on as work permits. I'm definitely not in voice chat unless. Typically, I'm not in voice chat unless we are streaming or in multiplayer. But I'm in off and on throughout the day. Well, you shouldn't have any problems with that, right, David?
I love it because all my roads that I put in, everything, they're all there still. It's just the buildings are missing.
Now, I don't know if it was a legit upload or a scrape, but I saw like placeable asphalt today.
Interesting.
Like I said, I didn't go into detail. I didn't go into it to look, so I don't know if it was simply a bot posting or if it was a legit posting. Definitely not. I work during the day. I mean, it would be really awesome if somehow magically the map showed up tomorrow, wouldn't it? Here's hoping. Yep. Honestly, since I've got kids, about the only time I can dedicate to play is pretty much when I stream. Other times in the evening, I basically try to get recordings in as I can, as they fit. But yes. Oh, you're on 32-bit Windows with the precision. Well, if you're on 32-bit Windows, that 8 gigs of RAM isn't going to do you any good, because 32-bit Windows can only initialize 4 gigs. All right, later, Randy. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the sub. Gene? Well, we've got a community server that's open to anyone in the Discord. Thanks for the sub, David. And just like yesterday, we were on the community server. We'll be on the community server off and on, occasionally. And as I said, it's open to anybody in the Discord, anytime, 24/7. It's a community multiplayer server for those in Discord to basically enjoy. Yeah, we had a blast doing the cotton harvest. I couldn't believe we only earned $900,000 off all that cotton. It almost feels like a rip. Like I thought cotton was profitable.
Makes you wonder how they make money, huh?
I mean, I spent $3 million to buy 6 harvesters. to earn $900,000. Now, when I sold them back, I didn't lose much money.
Yeah.
Those were some cool screenshots, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, there's plenty of folks, Angry Gamer, that will that'll be around. Got a very
That was a
active
lot of fun.
Discord. Rather lucky to have such a great group. So in the community group, in the section for the community server, there's a lobby, a text channel, and pinned in there is a link to get the mods for the server and connection information. Oh, okay. That's an older CPU. See there, that's that washed out, oversaturated light. Really hoping Seasons has a whole different lighting engine that isn't so bright like this in the morning. Oh, well, I have questionable driving skills on any European map. All right, that's cool. Said I'm off and on during the day. Now, tomorrow's a busy day. Got lots of meetings, lots of fun, worky things to do. Tomorrow night, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow night. Might actually be over on the community server tomorrow night. The other multiplayer server, we're not expecting to have crop ready to harvest till Friday. We probably won't be on that server until Friday. So today we got about 3 inches of snow this morning. And right now we've got about 1.5 inches of slush. Because it went from snow early in the morning to a freezing rain sleet type of event once the sun came up. And then later in the day, it just flipped over to straight rain. Joy to us. That's for sure. Right, well, now we're going to have fully productive pigs. Well, with the exception of the potatoes. Let's see here. Do we have any more corn? Corn is on the 8s. 43 is in corn. 58's in corn. Oh, it's still growing. It's still growing. This is in corn. 38. 38 and 48. Growing and growing. All right, well. 12, 21, 34, and 36. Wheat. It's 36. Sunflower. Well, let's take a look around the map.
I have a chicken coop. I'm gonna have to put dogs in. Keep my chickens safe.
No dogs allowed. Yeah, it's turned into a big slop. Now the thing is, how cold is it going to get tonight, right? Let's see how our chickens are doing. Here's the custom chicken areas. There's one of the placeable houses, placeable sheds. We put down.
No dogs allowed, he says. You still streaming or are you done?
Oh, we're still on.
Working tomorrow or not?
Oh no, wrong side of the road. That's the plan. Oh no. They already delayed city schools 2 hours. So we got a couple inches of snow this morning that then turned into about an inch and a half of slush as it went from snow to rain, sleet to rain. There's a sell point for wool and cotton.
It just stormed here. We had thunderstorms.
Well, I guess we could go in here. Harvest the wheat. There's our harvester right there. Gotta figure out where our field entrance is. Of course, we can make our own. I'm gonna hold flat that he was on the wrong side of the road. course, we got to get our wheat header now. Oh, we still have corn in this thing? Oh my gosh, seriously? Let's go get our wheat head. Thankfully, this map is so huge, it's only going to take like 5 minutes to get across it. Can't believe we still have corn in the tank. Like the Massey pack from Black Sheep Modding, or some of the other Masseys, like from Peter J and some other folks. Well, the map is basically half a normal map in size. So the light green is the playable area. The dark green is not playable. So, you know, fields can only be so big when the map size is so small. I know Black Sheep is pretty much working on the old streams for 19. They're working on some log skidder.
Work twice.
Yeah. Sounds like me today. I recorded 5 videos and I had to trash 3 of them.
What happened?
My mic was going out. I recorded 5 videos all back to back. And I start editing them. And a couple of the videos, well, the first video I had this loud, scratchy sound. Like, constant. It's like, where did that come from? And then partway through the video, my mic just cut out. And then it came back in and it was clear. So, well, how can I cut this video up to make it usable? I couldn't. So yeah, I had to record three videos like 3 different times in order to finally get a clean cut after I replaced the headset. Oh yeah, like the yellow one.
Yeah, I haven't had any problem out of my mic.
Always wanted to
like a shorten cord.
It wasn't well. Yeah, the mic boom rotates up and down. There was a fixed boom that rotated up and down. So I'm just guessing the contacts just got wore out. Kind of scratchy and staticky, and plugs into USB, so there's no reason for it to be staticky. Poor physical connection. Always wanted to use that yellow Massey Ferguson. It always reminded me as a
grass patch mod comes in handy.
It always reminded me of
I like the wild grass too, but this little patch
of a big lawn tractor for a commercial,
especially when you're doing like little detailed
commercial vehicles. That's the one that's got like a barrel.
Then you just sell it and the grass stays.
Oh, sorry guys. Still getting used to where this mic is on this headset. In fact, the mic on this headset's on the wrong side of the headphones. It's going to take a lot of getting used to, I think. Got plenty of straw, no need to put windrow down for that.
I really like Nostalgic Farmers stuff.
It's got some talent there. Got an eye for it.
Definitely.
Those silos look nice. Alright, Jacer, check you later. Oh, look at that. It suddenly cleared up. It got brighter, but it's not so washed out.
The only reason why I went back into my saved game is because I forgot to take a thumbnail picture.
Oh. That happens more often than not, doesn't it?
Oh no, all the time. I'm like, no.
That's one reason I went with just a stock thumbnail for series. I'll have to keep remembering it. What is Kiwi Rob doing? He's been gone for months. AWOL. And then he thinks he just struts right back in here. Where you been?
Once I remember, it's not hard to do. But I could see where a stock would be good.
A concerned buyer of this product. What's up? And I had to encode one video 2 times because when I made the thumbnail, I used the right background image, but I didn't replace the text. The text was completely wrong. Didn't even see it until I previewed it real fast before I uploaded it to YouTube. Oh no. That. Again.
Again, he says. Been watching the news any?
Never.
I don't know if you saw where that guy from the TV show Empire staged like a attack on himself. Like he had some friends of him kind of like rough him up, and he walked in somewhere with like a noose around his neck, saying some white people attacked him. Like he was charged today with filing a or a false report.
Sounds like justice.
Yeah.
All right,
He
check
should.
you later, Roderick.
I mean, I don't know what people think. Like the police just go, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, I could have been out working real crime. There's got to be a
Mm-hmm.
repercussion to tying this up.
Yeah, just technology and
You can ask the
the
question.
police skill. I mean, it's just gotten better and better.
I don't know if I
So
could help, but you can
I don't
ask.
understand why people think they can keep getting away with stuff.
Because we're all adult kids.
Yeah.
Kids think they can get away with anything. Why did you do that? And they said, I don't know. No, I don't. We don't watch the news in the house because we decided a long time ago that being ignorant and dumb made our lives blissful and happy.
Yeah. I can see that definitely.
Oops. I mean, we go to my parents' house and it's just constant news channel. You know. Then it's constant bickering and well, not bickering, but constant like asking questions. Well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And it's like, you know what? We're not talking about this. We don't have. We're not sharing our views on this with you. Not because we don't think you agree or disagree with us. It's just this is not a discussion we feel like getting into.
Good idea.
Because you know what? We have no power to change it. So why are we going to be occupying and worrying ourselves about it?
Yep, that's a good idea.
We were actually just talking about them the other day. CD sang. I was learning all about them. Apparently, the whole world is a pizza pie, or the universe is a pizza pie, and we are a virtual pepperoni on the pizza pie. That's how it was explained to me. And all the other infinite dimensions are other pizza pies or other pepperonis on the giant universal flat pizza pie. All right, well, ask your question. We'll see if we can
I'm amazed, like when I'm recording,
see
I'm
if we
like,
can
oh, I'm
answer.
just going to record for 15, 20 minutes. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, it's been 25 minutes. I've been rambling that long.
I always look over at OBS at the timer.
I,
Keep an eye on it.
I wish I had a dual screen. That's
Already good for silage. There. You know what? Let's go sell some. Let's go sell some wool. Why don't we do that? We got a truck around here somewhere. What? I thought I had a pickup. Do I not have a pickup anymore? I guess I don't.
Oh, that wasn't too hard to. It's amazing how quick you can get.
That was interesting. We might lose power. Let's see here. Miscellaneous. There we are. Get this. And we'll get it in the flatbed variant with wide tires. And let's see what kind of funness we've got. Oh, we'll get our pickup back. Bed cap. And let's do orange and black. It's awful. Orange and white. Oh, look at that. That looks like a Raznik vehicle.
I think I'll play around with Shotcut. It's another free video editor. I read some pretty good things about it too. Although that Adobe stuff is nice. I'm watching YouTube videos of all the different stuff it can do. So, oh wow, that's great.
It can do about everything, right?
Man, like you can animate with it, you can do everything.
Yeah, the whole suite is, yeah, it does a lot more complex than I could have time to mess with.
Yeah, I know Eustace does a pretty good job with it, and he does some pretty wild stuff with his.
I could spend, a week just messing with all the various Adobe products to put one. Be doing all kinds of weird things with it. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad price now since you really just rent it month to month, or year to year. Before, when it was like perpetual buy, it was like $1,500, $2,000 for the package.
Man, that's crazy, crazy expensive.
Now it's like $20 a month, which is somewhat manageable.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh my gosh, I gotta budget this for 3 or 4 months before I can buy it.
Now, can people use it on different computers? Because my brother, he has an online bait company. He's been talking to me about making YouTube videos. So I didn't know if like you could buy one license and 2 people could use it or what.
But you log in with your Creative Cloud account.
Okay.
So I assume you could have multiple PCs
Gotcha.
logged into the same Creative Cloud account. I don't know if
You just gotta trust the person that you're logged in with.
I don't know if you'd be able to use the apps at the same time. Lose track of which PC, which app is being run on. Might be like, hey, you're running the same app on this other computer at the same time. Versus, just if it's running on one PC or the other, they don't necessarily care because you could have multiple devices. I don't know what the terms are. Multiple devices.
Got that makes sense.
Yeah, just ask the question. Concerned buyer. Let's see if we have an answer. Clearly, this is not the right forks to use. but it's getting the job done. What we got here? Are you thinking about doing a Minecraft server?
Sorry, my internet's being stupid. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. My son's been asking me, and like I talked to Genetic J earlier. He'd like to do something. I know DB likes Minecraft, so I thought about just putting it on there. I used to have one that I got from my son and all of his friends, and they never played it. So.
All right.
You hear me okay?
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if it's my internet or if it's where I'm exporting a video or rendering a video. I know that chews up a lot of resources. At least on this old PC.
All right. Let me get here to the wool sell point, and read your question. Oh. Due to this old Chevy, the wipers don't work when it rains.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not cool. I gotta unload the bales? No way.
Let's see what my CPU temp is.
And let's try this the hard way. That's how you do it. Alright, so concerned buyer was making hay and switched baler, I guess, and now when I make bales, the color of the bales is different, and when dropped in a mixing wagon, it's now unsupported. Now I have to buy bales. Well, so one thing to know is, let's say you're baling straw, okay? The bale that is, if you have a partial bale that is still in the baler.
It's FX 4300. It's just a 4-core, 4-thread process.
He's going to chew it all up. He chews every CPU up. So any leftover bale that's in the baler will basically stay whatever that type of bale it is. Okay, so if you were baling straw, all right, and you had, let's say, a partial bale that was 50 liters of straw, something silly. barely had any straw in it. Okay, 50 liters. So the next bale that you made out of that baler, no matter what you put in it, let's say you put grass in it, the very first bale that would come out would be straw, because it basically is going to fill out that straw bale with grass, but it's still going to be called straw. Now, when you were done baling grass, you had a partial bale of grass in there, and let's say you then started baling hay. That very first bale that you got out would be hay, or would be grass. So that might be what's going on, but I've never seen anything that basically would prevent the proper bales from coming out after that first bale came out to finish it out. Hey, Anthony. What's up? Glad you like the videos. I mean, if you're having a problem with the baler, if it's a modded baler, then I would try a standard baler and see what that does. If you're trying a modded baler and you're having problems, take that mod out of your mod folder and see if you're still having problems. Because you can have bad mods.
Looks like CCS is coming to a close on his map.
Oh? You posted something?
He posted earlier. I thought earlier today, saying that he looks like he's getting close to. But we don't know what that means with him.
He's in chat. Oh, you like that? That is some Bone Crush guy. He did a pack, an IT runner pack. Bone Crush, LS Mod Company.
Something earlier. Let me see.
Basically, it's got
in screenshots or something.
Multiple brands. They're color selectable, and you can have all kinds of logos on them. I mean, the list just keeps going on and on and on and on. There, I think we're repeating now. You know, he's got all kinds of different brands for all of the different IT runner trailers, including the IT runner trailer. Get different brands on the IT runner trailer. Different tires.
Yeah, it was yesterday. He was saying balance of sickness, family issues, got a tab behind. However, the finish line is in sight, and I hope to be finished up in the next few days. So. We can only hope.
Yeah, I think he was posting something about sheep. Sheep were freezing or something.
If it's a distance thing, they go static once you get far enough away.
Yeah, he was saying they freeze right beside him. He only wishes it was a distance thing.
Oh, okay.
says Emerald Coast needs the pig farm, the train added, and traffic spline, and a few decorations, foliage tweaks. Consummate tweaker. Are you talking about the map? If you're talking about the map, it's gonna be pending Giants release. The map's not released anywhere else other than in the Giants mod hub, or will be in the Giants mod hub once it's finished testing. That is because Alien Jim is a console player himself, and wants all of his maps to be on console basically first, or at the same time that they are available on PC.
Still hearing me okay?
Yep. Verizon guy.
I was just trying some different settings on my route.
If you put one of your bales that you make in the in a bale fork, what does it say the bale type is?
There we go. I was downloading like at 160 kbs. Now it's at a whopping 2.5 megabytes per second.
It's probably.
Yeah, it's pretty maxed out. Because I'm supposed to only have like a 1 mbs connection, but sometimes it's a little quicker.
Oats. Do you have any oats? No oats. Oh my gosh. Are there any oats on the field, on the map? 13, 3. 33. We already did 33. So what is it? 13 and 23. They're both still growing. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're getting ready to conclude the stream. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and check out the spaceship. Aliens have landed here on Mercury Farms. Alien Jim himself has come from outer space. Liked what he saw here and decided to crash his saucer. There it is, up on the hillside. One crashed spaceship. Take off and fly like a Superman. This map will be available for PC and console when it's released. Now we are over the map boundary. Thought we were over the map boundary. Now we're over it. Is it normal, a different color when I drop in the horse trigger? Well, it depends what you drop in there. Horses take hay or oats. Do they take grass or do they just take hay or oats? Horses take hay and oat only. So if you're trying to put anything in there other than
screenshots,
hay,
that'd be an interesting PDA.
Take a look here after I check out the alien spaceship. It's crash landed. Oh no! Oh no! Here lies our dearly beloved alien gem. I think this was a local farmer that was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here, I'll put a... Here's a screenshot for you. Oh my, what is that? That's an awful...
Southwest Kansas. Yeah.
Alright guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Thanks for coming around and watching. Concerned buyer, I would say go post over at... go check out a site called PCSG, pc-sg.uk. Sign up over there and post your questions. They are going to be very helpful. They'll answer. They'll help you get down to the bottom of it. It's just going to be a little bit hard to troubleshoot in chat. So until next time, guys, happy farming.